Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's episode, we'll continue to explore the crimes that took place in historic locations, adding some more incredible and tragic stories that took place around the world. Let's go! The assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. In 1968, civil rights leader and activist Martin Luther King Jr. was murdered at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee. King was in town to lead a workers' rights march when he was shot by James Earl Ray. The motel is now a historic site and museum honoring King's life and legacy. The Amritsar Massacre. In 1919, in the city of Amritsar, India, British forces opened fire on a crowd of unarmed people taking part in a peaceful demonstration. The incident resulted in hundreds of deaths and many more injuries. The site, known as Jallianwala Bagh, is now a memorial and place of pilgrimage for many Indians. The murder of John Lennon. In 1980, former Beatle John Lennon was murdered outside his apartment in the Dakota Building in New York. Mark David Chapman, an obsessed Lennon fan, shot him several times. The Dakota Building is now a historic site and popular tourist attraction in New York. The murder of Gianni Versace. In 1997, Italian fashion designer Gianni Versace was murdered outside his Miami Beach home. The killer, Andrew Cunanan, was a serial killer who had killed at least 5 people before attacking Versace. Versace's Miami Beach home is now a luxury boutique hotel. The Reichstag fire. In 1933, the Reichstag, the German parliament building in Berlin, was burned down in an act of sabotage. The fire was used by the Nazis as a justification to further restrict civil liberties in Germany. The Reichstag is now a historic site and a symbol of German democracy. Continuing our exploration of crime at historic sites, another striking example is the murder of Princess Diana in 1997. She died in a car accident in a tunnel in Paris while fleeing the paparazzi. The site has become a memorial to the princess and receives thousands of visitors every year. Another crime that took place at a historic site is the Tiananmen Square massacre in Beijing in 1989. That year, Chinese students and workers gathered in the square to protest against the Chinese Communist government. However, the government reacted violently and sent the army to repress the demonstration, resulting in a massacre that left hundreds or even thousands dead. It is also worth remembering the infamous case of the serial killer Jack the Ripper, who killed several women in Whitechapel, London, in 1888. The murders took place in dark alleys and alleys, becoming part of the city's history and mythology. Today, many people visit the place where the crimes took place and the streets where the killer allegedly roamed. And how about the case of the Notre Dame Cathedral fire in Paris in 2019? The fire destroyed much of the historic cathedral, which is an important symbol of the city and France. Although it was not an intentional crime, the tragic incident had a profound impact on the country's history and culture. These are just a few examples of crimes that took place in historic places, showing how tragic and shocking events can leave lasting marks on history and collective memory. It is important to recognize and remember these events so that we can learn from them and prevent them from happening again in the future. We hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned a little more about these intriguing and remarkable cases in history. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. See you next time.